Okay. Hi everyone again. So welcome back to the Tuesday session. I'm glad to see all of you here again. So before we start, I would like to ask Professor Francisco, Professor Miriam to give us opening notes, if possible.
Yes, thank you, Alia. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. There's a bit of air conditioning noise around me, but I would like to welcome everyone to today's meeting, and especially thank you, Alia and Putu, for religiously starting off this meeting every Tuesday, to thank the country coordinator for all the efforts they're making and for the data stewards and every member of the community. I see a replication shield of LUMC joining us today. I would like to also welcome him, and I hope at some point in the meeting, Eric will have one of his things to say to the members of the community. So I will hand over back to you, Alia, to continue the hosting of the meeting.
Thanks a lot, Prof. So I think then we can start the meeting with the updates on the health facility communication by Putu. So Putu, please take the floor.
Thanks, Alia. I will share my screen. Can you enable share screen, Alia?
Yeah, sure. Just a second. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, thanks, Alia. So I will explain about our update in communication side. And as always, we meet every Monday and discuss about the information flow within the facilities and also progress and issues in health facilities communication. So there are 3 updates now. I will explain it one by one. So it is about the communication progress, about the round topic communication list, and also I will collect the result to Google Sheet. I will copy paste it to the Google Sheet, and each coordinator should check the answer. And the last one, right now we are every Monday we have a discussion about the information flow within the health facilities. So we have a ferry of information flow graphic here. Then I will start from Nigeria. Basically, the communication with the health facilities were done, but based on the three topics. So for the communication progress, I still cannot find Ibrahim Babangida Specialist Hospital Mina file, but Abdullahi finished with that. But Abdullahi still. I'm still waiting for the file of the communication topic list result, and I'm almost done with the questionnaire answer. Right now there are 19 result in the Google Sheet. But yesterday Abdullahi was absent, so I cannot confirm about one of the information flow in the health facility. So I will do it this week to communicate with Abdullahi about the information flow confirmation. And from Uganda, we're finished with 4 health facilities, but from communication progress, sorry, I think it's wrong. Oh, sorry. So Lianto Day and Holy Innocent didn't respond to communication really well, so we are still waiting for that. But Mariam finished with KIU, Holy Innocent, ARC Specialist, and Lira Hospital. And now we have 3 communication topic list result on Google Sheet. and we confirmed 2 information flow report. It is case clinic and ARC specialist hospital. And from Kenya, we're finished with Beacon of Hope Hospital and Kenya Medical Research Institute, but we are still waiting from Zambezi Hospital, still waiting for the result for the second round of communication topic list. However, we have a communication with, we have VODAN introduction session last week with Alia and Mariam. We are together explain to NMS to explain about what is the general overview of VODAN Africa project. And right now, Kenya Medical Research Institute finished, I copied the result from Kenya Medical Research Institute to Google Sheet, and also confirm about the information flow from Kenya Medical Research Institute. From Ethiopia, we're finished with all of the communication, and we're finished with all of the result, and I already copied to Google Sheet the result of the communication. However, EPROM should check some minor correction in the result of health facility communication topic list. But we are already finished one information flow, Yalan Health Center. But I think I can make it more information flow this week, because yesterday I discussed with EPROM and so many health facilities has a similar characteristics. So I think I will merge some health facilities report into the one report for the information flow. And from Somalia, we're finished the communication with all of the health facilities. There is no issues about the progress about the communication, and we're finished with all of the information flow because all of the public health facilities have a similarity in information flow. So I merged all of the public health facilities into the one information flow report, and also the private health facilities have the same condition. I mean, like same information flow within the health facilities. So basically, we're ready. We're finished with the communication in the Somalia, and Somalia waiting for the next step of the application or implementation. From Zimbabwe, unfortunately, there is no another information from Professor Bernard. It is still in permission problem, so it's still delayed. And from Tanzania, I'm finished with communication topic list with Dr. Jeremia, but I'm still finishing the script, and also I will finish this after I finish the transcript. Then I will copy it to Google Sheet to extract the information from that, and we'll do information flow. And from Liberia, we will discuss tomorrow about introduction session to Liberia, and as always, Mariam and Alia and I will do together to do introduction, and also we'll discuss about the preparation for the vocabulary and CEDAR template creation workshop. So that's all from me, Alia. So back to you.
Thank you very much, Putu, for the wonderful update that you've gave. So the next is an update on the templates and vocabularies. So I'll share my screen right immediately. So basically, we have these other templates. Ugandan template. This is the review that John gave us last time. so far we have updated Ugandan one and Tanzania. So and Somalia and Ethiopia also have been updated by country coordinators, and they are on the review by Mariam. Kenya has been updated by country coordinators and by Mariam as well. So let me open the vocabularies. So vocabularies, we have been given comments by John on the vocabularies that we have in VODAN. So basically, VODAN general terms have been updated, and Uganda diseases as well. Ethiopian ANC has been updated according to John's comment, and Ethiopian disease is on the progress. And this one is also on the progress, whereas migrants data by Dr. Miriam have been sent out to John, so it's also ready. And this one has been submitted by Putu to me yesterday, so I'm kind of also reviewing it. So that's probably it from my side regarding the templates and vocabularies. So we are now discussing the possibilities to give extra training for Liberian and Kenyan team on the templates and vocabularies creation. So as Putu mentioned it, so that's basically it from my side. Let me unshare. Okay, so then the next one is CEDAR deployment update. So I would like to ask Olras to give us an update on regarding the deployment part. So Olras, please take the floor.
Yes, thank you, Aliyah. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. Yes, about the CEDAR installation part. We have 2% that installed the CEDAR, but it's partially, this Nabobe and Abdullah Hikahu. They are able to install it, but still some services like infrastructure services have to be installed. And one of the block point was the limitation of internet bundle that we already I directed this problem to Professor Francesca, and I think Professor Mariam also aware about this problem. This is one thing. Second, about the technical documentation, like several weeks I cannot reach Rudwan. I think if I couldn't reach him this week, so I think I will write technical documentation by myself. And this is the second. And the third one that I also ordered like a machine, like a personal computer, was also two times it was declined. Actually, it has to be arrived today. But yeah, I have to check it out. This is all from my side. Yeah.
Aliyah, I can maybe add something there. I'm sorry, Oljas, that you weren't able to be in touch with Rudwan, but I can say, number one, that he's fine. Number two, he was busy on 2-3 things in relation to VODAN. So I think he was probably just very much focused on that. But I did ask him about the documentation because I think he was supposed to deliver it a week Friday ago. And he said he had finished everything. I think he just needed to sit down and do the documentation, which I don't think is going to take him a long time. So I suggest that you don't do it yourself, but please contact me if you don't get a response, and then I will follow that up for you.
Okay, nice. It's really nice. Thank you. Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you very much, Ulras. So next is, so Yilin has prepared the presentation on dashboards. So I would like to ask Yilin to give us the presentation. So I'm going to do him co-host. So Yilin, please take the floor.
Yes, thanks, Alia. Could you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Hello, everybody. Greetings. I'm Eling, and I'm giving you the updates about the VODAN dashboard. Currently, we are following this dashboard development and deployment methodology. As you can see, all the tasks are divided into different teams, such as the communication tasks are led by Putujati, and the front-end tasks are led by me, whereas the back-end tasks are led by Budon and the Stanford team. And the rest part of the tasks are mostly about the future development and deploy tasks. Currently, I think our team setup is still ongoing, and there are also some technical challenges identified. I'd like to further discuss about this. But before that, I would like to briefly show you the prototype I have built using Tableau. So far, also based on the suggestion of Professor Miriam. As you can see, this is a login page of one health facility, which is Abinet Health Center. It is just an example. We just choose one for the demonstration purpose. And after you enter the health facility name and password, you can log in. Then the dashboard is shown, and on the facility info, what? Okay, sorry. On the facility info components, you can say most of the information of all the health facilities, including the name, the address, phone number.
Sorry, Yilin, I want to just interrupt this. This looks really super fantastic, but there is still a misunderstanding, and that is that the data of only the facility where you open up the dashboard can be visible, right? So this is very nice. We have as a net medical facility. So then what we should get here is the health data analytics of Azenet Health Facility. It is not, somehow there is a misunderstanding on this, but it is not possible that health facilities can look into the data of another facility, no.
I mean, including the name and contact data.
This is just to show that the other facilities are part of the VODAN Africa.
Yeah, this is just the facility info component. You can see the geo info and only the name and address or email. And yeah,
that is perfect. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I'm really
sorry, probably wasn't
That's
clear.
very good.
Yeah, I think what you meant is here, if we go to facility dashboard, then only the information of that specific health facility is showed.
I think I was just so worried. So,
yeah. Sorry, Prof, I wasn't clear.
No. Please go ahead. Sorry for interrupting you.
No. Then here on the facility dashboard, we have showed several KPIs such as lab tests, prescriptions, and so on, based on the results of interviews with data clerks of local facilities. Besides, there are several data analysis here regarding the drug use and drug type are provided to the facilities. As a result, the facility clerks can perform some basic analysis using the data they have in location. And you can also do different analysis based on the data from different year. On the other hand, if you go to the VODAN dashboard, different results are also showed in a similar way to deliver the analysis. For example, like here is the analysis of emergency call and admission, which is pretty much the local health facility wanted to say. And also you can perform the analysis based on the different years data. Then you can also log out and log in again. This is the current updated prototype we have built so far. However, there are several technical challenges we have identified using Tableau, because anyway, building the prototype is one of the steps during the dashboard development methodology. And the good thing about Tableau is the dashboards are shareable and open sourced. The offline mode is possible, and it's efficient to make prototypes. Although we are not really professional UI designers, but as you can see, the output is actually pretty okay because of the well-developed functions provided by Tableau. So the conclusion is Tableau is good for building prototypes. However, due to the sensitivity of healthcare data in African facilities, as well as the main focus of VODAN project, which is to protect the data ownership, Tableau as a software is not open sourced. Therefore, it kind of challenges the data ownership and our ultimate purpose. Therefore, there's a strong need to find another solution. So far, based on the suggestion of John, we think maybe we can use JavaScript and specifically the React framework to build everything from scratch. Then there are a few challenges also concerning the current team setup, because as far as I know, the current dashboard team, including the communication team, front end and back end team, none of us are very experienced in JavaScript. In order to address this in a more understandable way, I've made like a metaphor. So I would say the dashboard development is a little bit like cooking Italian food. You can, of course, ask a non-Italian chef to cook it, but then it's not tasty. And in order to make it tasty, extra efforts and time are required. So I would say it's similar to develop dashboard. The fastest way is to just find an Italian chef, to find a person who is more experienced. Because there are several concerns we have discussed together, the high quality of the dashboard should really be guaranteed, because we not only have an integrated VODAN dashboard, but also 80 plus customized dashboards. And another big issue is, according to my research, although there are quite a lot of free templates online, they're not usable. You can download them, which are also React-based dashboards. You cannot just use them directly because most of them are just for a marketing purpose. You have to pay for the real working templates. And if you want to add functions, you basically have to still like keep paying for building them. Then I would say we pretty much just need to use JavaScript, React framework to build everything from scratch. And then in this case, I suggest that there's a very big need to construct a very good setup, including a development, debug, UI design, and the future maintenance plan, because these are require really a lot specialized workload. So maybe we can discuss together, see if in the VODAN team, if there is anyone who is experienced in JavaScript who can really help set up the whole project. Then for the rest of the team, we can definitely help, like, you know, I can help build the customized the dashboard. We just need someone who is more experienced, who can lead the whole process. I think this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Helene. So this is very great presentation, and I think this can greatly contribute to the health communication that Putu is currently doing. So thanks a lot again. And I see that in the chat box we are having some discussion, and I like the idea regarding the Italian food as well. Thank you very much. So I see that there is a question from Professor Miriam regarding to Professor Francesca regarding the JavaScript developer in the team. She says, otherwise we can send this to the LIAX data field lab. Professor Francesca, would you like to respond to that one? To the comment?
Yes, yes, Alia, we can find someone within the data to work. Let me just go and then I'll get back to the link on that.
Okay, great, thank you. So thanks a lot. Then we can move forward. Update of the country coordinators meeting and country updates. So we'll start with Dr. Wondimo. So let me see if, yeah, he's on the call. So Dr. Wondimo, please take the floor. Dr. Wondimo. Okay, I see that Dr. Wondimo is not responding. Dr. Reginald, would you like to take the floor?
Yeah, thank you very much, Alia. We really appreciate the work you do and everybody else involved in the project. We really appreciate. So from the Kenya side, we are moving very well, I should say, very systematically and making progress. We have had Nairobi Metropolitan Services joining our team. We have had the first introductory meeting, as Putu mentioned. And in our midst, we also have the personal assistant to Nairobi Metropolitan Minister of Health, David Aluodo, representing Dr. Frederick Oluga, who is the director. They're very much keen to work with VODAN Africa and appreciate whatever we are doing with them. That's what I would say, Alia. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Reginald. So I would like to give the floor to Dr. Dean Jamal. So let me check if he's on the call. I thought that he was joining. Yeah, Dean Jamal. Can you hear me, Dean Jamal? Dean Jamal. So that's strange. Maybe something with his internet. So I think we can then proceed. Dr. Sakinat or Abdullah Hikao from Nigeria.
Alia, I'm not sure if Abdullah is here.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yes, but if I may speak for both Jamal and Dr. Fatima, because
Yep.
I have been in touch with them. Yes, I've been in touch with them. For the Jamal, they're actually just waiting. The health facilities are ready as we have done. And they're actually just waiting for us to move to the implementation stage. I had a talk with them yesterday, Monday, and the data stewards in the health facility are ready and they're just waiting for us to deploy and then train them for them to start the use of the system. And that also applies to Nigeria as well. They're also waiting for implementation. And of course, for the team in Nigeria, Abdullah Kawu, is also supporting OSAS in the local deployment. But as OSAS already reported, the files are quite large and so many microservices are needed to be plugged in, which we're looking into providing additional support towards getting better data bundles for the team. So I would say, like Dr. Reginald in Kenya, the country teams are actually ready. We, the technical ones, more or less, we are waiting on all the technical ones to begin the deployment, which we're also hoping that with the completion of deployment with Nambobi, Physics and Kawu, we will now have an idea of all the services that we need and exclude those tech services that we don't need and see how to scale down on the size of the final image that will be deployed in the health facilities. That is when we will now know the overall memory requirements, the overall storage requirements, and then the overall data bundle that will be needed, how many Mbps will be needed to actually do a full deployment in these health facilities. So these are like the proof of concept that we need from these three people, which is still ongoing. So in terms of professionalization, the countries are ready, but in terms of deployment with the technical team, we're still struggling to actually complete a full deployment. Not that we don't have the technical know-how, but then because of this limitation, so we want to do it systematically. So I want to get it right. It's just now deploy in each of the health facilities as we have agreed with the country team. Thank you, Amira.
Thanks a lot, Professor Francesca. I would like to ask Dr. Miriam to give us update.
Thank you, Alia. Hi, everyone. So I'm not going to add much information to what you said earlier. So we're still working in the improvement of the vocabularies Excel sheet according to the commands of John. Maybe we will separate the vocabularies for press article from vocabularies for interviews. We are waiting for the second review of John for both the vocabularies and the templates. And we are also working in the CEDAR installation, but we have some issues. And now I think that it's important to start to think about the data analytics that we have, that we want to show in the dashboard, specifically for the Tunisia side. Thank you a lot.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mariam. With that, I think we can move forward on the updates of the special issue by Misha. So Misha, can you give us an update on the special issue?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, fantastic.
Are you going to share the screen?
Sorry?
Are you going to share the screen?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Misha, I can share the screen if you want of the spreadsheet. I can do that. I've got it here.
Good. So are you showing the screen?
I can share, but I can't share my screen, Alia.
Yes, I think you can now share.
Yeah, I can now share. Yeah, here it is. Are you seeing
it? So, all of the articles have been sent for review. So also the last ones that still had to go through Susan. The first reviewer has completed most of them, but she's now looking over the last ones because she wants to see them. Like the reviewer told me that whereas the review started by looking them as individual articles, the reviewer has now has come to the conclusion that it's better to look at them as a whole, and as a result, the reviewer is waiting to send them back because the reviewer wants to make sure that she can properly give feedback on all of it. So as a result, I'm expecting them back, whereas the reviewer said the articles would be back last week because she didn't have all the articles, because not all the articles had come back from Susan yet. It should be done this week. And the other review is slightly slower, but so I'm expecting that I can send the first articles feedback back this week, at the end of the week.
Thank you very much, Misha. Very much appreciate. So
yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Okay.
That's all on my side.
Okay, great. Thank you very much again, Misha. Very much appreciated. So let me check if there are questions in the chat box. And if anyone wants to ask any questions, please take the floor now. All right. I think we have covered all the agenda for today. I would like to ask Professor Miriam.
I have a question. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, Misha, go ahead.
No, I'm just checking if my Wi-Fi is working. It's being slow. But yeah.
We can hear you all right. There's no problem.
Okay. I think we then can move. As I mentioned, we have covered all the things in agenda. I would like to ask Professor Miriam or Professor Francesca to give the closing speech.
I think, yeah, thanks, Aliyah. Professor Francesca will do the closing speech.
Okay.
And I have some interim things. First of all, I'd like you, Aliyah, to also ask if Kwashi has updates, because he joined us in the meantime after you had asked.
It seems I'm losing connection.
After Dr. Bernard had, you had called him. So maybe you can ask Kwashi, Aliyah, first before I go.
Yes, sure. So let's hear Kuda Kwashi. So Kuda, hi, if you can give us updates on the Zimbabwean progress on the templates and vocabularies creation, that would be very nice. So since we haven't heard anything for a long time from you, so please take the floor. Kuda?
Okay, if the line is not good, I think we have some problems with the lines, but then I'll take my part, Aliyah. Well, the first good news is that for Yilin, it looks like, Francesca, it looks that Oluwole can do this, your JavaScript person. And Obina just asked him, and we can give him a field lab to work with, his team, so that we kind of maybe have enough capacity. So Francesca, looks like this can really work. On the side of VODAN, we have finished another proposal of the EU, and he has also finished another proposal under NWO. So that's all, there's a lot of acquisition. We are now on the 4th or 5th proposal for acquisition. And there are some others coming in the pipeline as well. So that has all moved forward. Then there was an article that has been, that Rudewan was also working on, and which I just heard has also been accepted to go through a fast track approval. And this is on the issues, well, this is really on discussing the new standards that fair-based handling of patient records provides. So it's a short article, 4,000 words article, but it should also help in addition to the special issue articles. I think that is it. I also have to compliment Professor Francesca on her presentation. I've spoken to Barend this morning, and I think he had 10 minutes and he spoke 9.5 minutes about the brilliance of your presentation, Professor Francesca. So I think you really made us proud. And he, in the last 30 seconds, he said that you and I will be co-chairing this new initiative that maybe you also speak about on collaboration on using VODAN Africa and Asia as a case study for collaborating on patient data across different continents. So that again is really good news. So yeah, I think that is all from me, and happy to be back. I'd missed everybody, and really impressed with all these progress reports. They were very, very good. And I see Kodekwashi is saying here, hi, Professor Miriam and everyone. My network isn't stable. I'm working hard to have a team in Zimbabwe that may enable us get approval in this VODAN project so that we get our requested OPD forms. I don't know, Kodekwashi, if you can hear us, but of course, we are very much hoping that there will be one progress, and also that there will be something where you can help us with your technical expertise on the outstanding issues. One thing that I would have liked to hear, but maybe that will then be for next week, Alia, is on the work of Nola on the exporting to DHIS. I've heard there's progress, so I'm also curious what that is. And maybe Alia and Putu, it will be good for next week to ask also of a progress report from Samsung on all the different components, so that we get a little bit of a further timeline. And maybe we can use then also the time management planner, which I know you're working with all the time now, to take us a little bit in an overall planning that will give us some idea as to when we can really start the proof of concept of the minimum viable product. I think we need to get some idea of when we are working towards that. And then the last thing is that Mariam, Basaja and Yilin and Rudewan are teaching assistants in the course of the FAIR field labs for data science. And we have now worked on all of the field labs. You have something like 40 students. We are also assuming, Alia, that you will be part of the teaching assistants team when we would request you, and Professor Francesca, there's a guest lecture for you and also for Eric Flickenschild. So these field labs, they are all related to different elements of VODAN Africa. So in the case of Olowole and the Java scripting of React, we can also now add one team on that with people with experience on JavaScript, etc., etc. So everywhere where we have gaps, we have tried to identify a team of 4 or 5 students that will work under supervision of Aliyah or Mariam or Rudwan or Yelin or any one of you on the particular outstanding problems. And those field labs will run from beginning of October to the end of November. So that will give us additional capacity also. So that is everything from my side. Over to you, Francesca.
Yes, thank you very much, Bob, for the leadership, and we have really missed you. It's good to have you back. But then while you were away, the team actually demonstrated a lot of capacity, holding the Tuesday meetings, the Monday trainings, and then we also had the advanced data stewardship training conducted by John in CEDAR. It was a good time last week at the National Academy of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine in the USA, where Baron shared the session. And then VODAN Africa still remains the only successful implementation of data visiting worldwide in the context of COVID-19. And everyone, they were so excited, they wanted to learn more about our work. I had the opportunity of sharing the video made by Futu and VODAN on our advanced genetics publication. So on that, I would like to thank everyone, every member of the community for the technical contribution, for all the support towards the success of the project. And also to especially thank Aliyah and Futu for organizing the Tuesday meeting. And they have never missed a beat. To thank them and all the members of the country team. Dr. Reginald has been coordinating the country coordinator. Frederick handles all the management and then administrative aspects of our project. Frederick Obanda, you hardly see him, but he does a lot behind the scenes on this. Tomorrow we have the meeting of the African Board of VODAN Africa, and I will be happy to report all the progress of the meeting tomorrow. And later in the month, we have the steering committee meeting, which I will also be happy to report this progress. And I hope by next week I will have some positive feedback from the members of the board on all our work. Thank you very much. And I'll hand back to Aliyah and Futu to close the meeting.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this meeting. So I wish you a wonderful week. And yeah, thanks a lot again. So bye, everyone.
Bye, bye, Aliyah. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Aliyah.
Bye, Aliyah. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Alan.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Also, Eric.
Bye,
good to see you.
everyone.
And Eric, hi. Good to see you.
Bye, everyone.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, Mariam. Bye.